Hey, what up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting on the Magic Online, the old school client, the one that looks like kind of real cards, not as flashy, but also not as good to look at. I don't know. Depends on you. I am fine playing Arena or Magic Online. I grew up on these streets, so I run these streets. But yeah, this is the Proliferate Cube. Hit that like and subscribe button. I got 10 seconds to pick a card here. We had a nice blue-red deck in yesterday's Proliferate Cube deck. I'm going to take Scholar of the Lost Trove. This card is nice. Now, we've seen a ton of aggro in this format, but after playing so much, of the Arena Cube, with cards like Sublime Epiphany and whatnot, oh man, Scholar of the Lost Trove just kind of tickles that sweet spot, if you know what I'm getting at. Anyway, let's take the Scholar first pick. This does work with artifacts, remember. That was something that I didn't really initially remember, as it's usually flashing back like a time warp or whatever, but you can cast an artifact from your graveyard too, so Solemn Simulacrum or whatever, good value there. Move on to pick number 2. Last time I said I was going to be trying to force the control deck since aggro decks were so good, and then we just got pushed into like a red-blue aggro deck. So this time, quote unquote, I hope we can make maybe a somewhat fun control-y style deck. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the Talisman of Conviction pick 2. It seems weird, but when I've taken a 7-drop pick 1, I kind of want to ramp into it. So again, the Proliferate Cube is all about counters, cards that get some kind of counter or otherwise, not counter spells, but cards that get counters, whether it be -1/-1 counters, +1/+1 counters, flying counters, and the like. That's what this format is all about. It's pretty fun so far. I've only played it a couple times now. But yeah, I'm going to take the Brazen Borrow here, 3rd pick, I think. All of these stupid adventure cards are just way too strong. I mean, Throne of Eldraine was a hell of a format, a hell of a set. And Brazen Borrower I think just a little bit too good. Speaking of, could certainly just second pick a Bonecrusher Giant if we wanted to. There's also a Watcher for Tomorrow if we wanted to stay in solid blue colors. Another good value card there, but I mean, maybe we can go like a red-blue control-y deck this time instead. I think the Bonecrusher Giant is just way too powerful. So yeah, not going to be trying to look for that aggro strategy like I did earlier, like I did yesterday. Let's try to do something slower, control-y. Take the Tundra here, 5th pick, I think. There are some cubes online where they do have duplicates of a lot of the duels. I'm not actually sure if that's the case for this cube. I haven't noticed if there are, so my guess is that there aren't any duplicates, but we'll have to keep our eyes open and see if there's maybe another Tundra around. Marsh Flats here as well. I could take the Witness Protection, I suppose, but land's always a good choice. Talisman of Dominance looks pretty juicy. Fable of the Mirror Breaker looks freaking fantastic. There's Obnixilis here. Fable is another one that's just way, way too good. I want to take the Talisman here, but Fable, similar to the adventure cards, has just proven itself time and time again as way, way too good, so easy slam dunk there for me. Oh, as we get an expressive iteration here. Speaking of cards that are just completely busted, we're getting like all of the heavy haymakers of Standard, or Old Standard, as it were. Expressive iteration and Fable, of course, in current Standard, and then both of these adventure cards from not too long ago. Watery Grave, Brea's Apprentice, Vivid Creek. That's a very iteration. And now that's a very easy Enter the God Eternals. This card is just way too much value. If you remember this card in Limited, man, was this a beating. 4 damage to a creature, you gain 4 life, mill somebody 4, and make a 4/4 token. So for 5 mana, you can't really beat it. I don't have any black fixing yet, as this is red-white fixing, but I guess I suppose I have the Goblin token. Makes a treasure, but it's an easy pickup for me. Whirler Rogue, I don't really want that, but it is just a good value card, of course. Tarian Mauler, also just a very good value card. I like this card a little bit less than Mana Gorger Hydra, I think it's called. Mana Gorger, yeah, the 3-1. Or the 3 mana 1/1, where any time any player casts a spell, but this one is still solid enough if you wanted to take it. I'll just take the Whirler Rogue here for good value, though. And sad to say, I mean, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be super surprising if I just did indeed end up in some stupid, sexy red-blue tempo deck or something as well, as similar to yesterday. I'm going to try taking the Glittering Stockpile here. Apocryphite, Mask of Immolation, Eater of Virtue. These aren't cards that I want to play, but there's definitely nothing wrong with them. Like I said, I'm going to try to lean towards building a control deck, because if it's true that this format is all about just creature-based decks, that kind of sucks. Cube, whenever I think of Cube, I think of kind of like almost in Commander, where players are just slamming their different haymakers and seeing who has the best synergy / big spell at the end of the game. I don't really want to be curving out with creatures and just beat down my opponent, although that's a perfectly valid strategy, of course. Shieldbreaker, fantastic in this format, by the way. So many artifacts in all of the different decks, just because there's a bunch of good artifacts that gain counters, for example. Let's take Spread the Sickness here over the Rabbit Battery, and yeah, I mean, could definitely have started building some kind of red aggro deck, but I don't want to. Let's take that Ral Zarek, baby, for sure. That's a fun one. If you've never ultimated Ral Zarek, you are missing out. This is, I mean, you don't always win the flips, of course, but if you take any more than 2 turns, man, does it feel good. And of course, with Proliferate, you can get to ultimate loyalty much faster. Plus, this is just a very good card with a couple of the other cards in the format. Anything like Glittering Stockpile, for example, very good with Ral Zarek because you get to untap it. There's I think it's the Auto Generator, very good with that as well. But this is just a super fun Planeswalker. It doesn't feel too pushed. And yeah, obviously, if your opponent doesn't have a way to kill it, it's kind of feels bad for them. But it's not like this one is super busted like Oko or whatever, you know. Into a Ketria Triome could be pretty good for us. I imagine Karn is also very good. Oh, I didn't realize Avenger of Zendikar is in this, but I guess that makes sense because all landfall doo-doos. I think we just need to take the land here, though. Green, blue, red. 2 of our colors thus far seems good enough. Ooh, baby. This Scholar of the Lost Trove doesn't actually do anything at the moment. Unless I can get some fixing for Enter the God Eternals. 7 mana for, like, Expressive Iterations, not very thrilling. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that does nothing, because with this, it's great, but... I've also noticed there's a lack of mass removal in this format. If you are going to go and try and drafting this on Magic Online. I think I've seen, like, Black Sun Zenith and some, like, Fiery Confluence... Ways to maybe not necessarily kill everything guaranteed, but besides a couple of those type of cards, I haven't seen like mass removal, just like destroy all creatures, you know, Wrath the God type thing. We'll keep an eye out to see if there's any of that type of removal, but I'm thinking that the value creatures, and that's why I was saying, you know, the creature decks are just so good in this format, because if you just play a bunch of value creatures, then even if your opponent uses a bunch of 1-for-1 removal, you're coming ahead of on the transaction, right? Looks like a pretty easy repeal here for me. I don't know what this card does. Kelsien the Plague. Oh, interesting. Experience counter. Huh. This is supposed to be like some commander card or something, I'm assuming. We'll take the repeal, though. There's a Replicating Ring here. There's a Swords to Plowshares here. Urza's Saga's here. I don't think we're going to be a good Urza's Saga deck. Stormbreath Dragon's always really, really good. It's kind of hard to pass Swords. Maybe we go like red-blue baseline with a splash of black and white removal. I mean, I already have the Tundra anyways. And I'm guessing the Replicating Ring can probably wheel. Venser's very good. I like that one. A little bit of control action, flashy, flashy. Passing a Galvanic Blast. I guess a Galvanic Blast is better for Scholar, but that's okay. I think Venser's too good. Engineered Explosives is alright. Journal's alright. Could just take Mystic Gate for some fixing. That's probably alright. Let's do that. Let's just take the land. Nice. Talismans here. Wow, fantastic. Inventive Iteration, too, if we wanted. But Talisman of Creativity and Talisman of Progress are both nuts here. I think we want to lean towards the red-blue just because it's our baseline colors. And there's not even a guarantee I'm going to run the swords anyways. Although I guess I have the Talisman in addition to the 2 lands. But yeah, let's go with the main colors of all our talismans. Seems good. Kami's Flare here for some just like okay removal, or maybe a Prophetic Prism. Cycles, draws a card. Seems good enough to me. Not like anything special or flashy, but probably just good enough. I bet you the Skilled Animator is probably not bad too, right? We have the 3 2-drop artifacts, the Glittering Stockpile, the Fable Treasure tokens. You can even make, like, this can target artifact creatures as well. It doesn't need to be one of, like, those non-artifacts. We'd probably take that over Witching Will. Sure, why not? Same thing in Soul Artifact. Yeah, this really does feel like it's supposed to be an aggressive format. Actually, you know what? Steady Progress is probably not unplayable here. I don't want the Soul Artifact, though. I'm just going to take the Mishra's Factory. Ooh. Showdown of the Skalds. We do have a combo here. Right? These are charge counters. Oh, no, these are stash counters. Oh, that doesn't even combo with Ion Storm. Never mind. I guess we'll take Showdown for the card advantage potential. But I don't normally like Showdown in control-y decks, even though it's a lot of potential value. When this is in your like creature-based deck, man, does it feel hard to come back, or you know, hard to lose rather, if you're the one pressuring. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, we still have another pack to go. Win cons right now, big old flyer, some good value creatures. This is fine. Just fine. Okay, we did wheel that Replicating Ring too. Nice. I wonder if Replicating Ring is better than Glittering Stockpile then. Because this is just like a one-shot time use, but this is forever. Just like a diamond. Diamonds are forever, they say, right? Sideboard, Seal of Cleansing. Oh, sideboard explosives, very, very nice too. All right, pack 3, give us the goodies. So I need more fixing for sure. Right now we have like good swords fixing, but that's kind of awkward. Crystalline Giant, Phyrexian Metamorph. Clock Spinning also seems really, really funny in this format. Works nicely with some cards. Like it's free loyalty for Planeswalkers. You can uptick like the Replicating Ring, some other nonsense, but that feels like a card that will wheel, so I'm going to take the Metamorph here. Metamorph is just always good, right? Jugan defends the temple. Nah. Walking Ballista seems just great. Another card that seems really, really good is the Parting Thoughts. Ooh. I wonder if this is a better splash. Destroy target creature, draw X cards, lose X life, where X is the number of counters on that creature. So, a lot of value there. Riftwing Cloudskate also juicy. Rekindling Phoenix also fantastic. I wonder if it's better just to splash Parting Thoughts and enter the God Eternals instead of Swords. But Swords exiling is really strong in this format. And I mean, I have a couple of pieces of fixing already, right? Conviction, Ring, Prism, yeah. Plus the lands. I'm going to take the Ballista, though. Maybe Pentad Prism here? That seems good. I don't think the 3-mana 1/1's very good. Maybe I should have taken Thrumming Bird. I think we saw that in pack 1, but I don't think the 3-mana 1/1 Proliferator's all that great. Maybe Wheel Contentious Plan, but yeah, let's take Prism. Mountain, Forest, Plains. This would be white and red fixing. Oh, there's a Glint Nest Crane here. That's oh man, Marionette Master has to be one of the stronger cards in this format too, I would think. What's my artifact count at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that good enough for Crane? Probably not. Top 4 cards with 7. I mean, I guess it's not bad, and we can still get a few more artifacts throughout the draft. All right, we'll try that. Strong. Swamp, Mountain, Forest. That's black and red fixing. Guess we could take the Blood Crypt. Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, no, Blood Crypt would be okay here. There's a Clone here, which would be okay. Gambit's pretty good. Draw 2 plus Proliferate. I mean, what do I need right now? I guess I'm probably not running the Mystic Gate, so this is red-blue fixing. So we would like to find a black source, a black land if possible. I don't know what's the best choice here. Feels like the Clone can't be bad. But the Gambit also seems really... You know what? I'm going to take the card draw Proliferator. Polluted Delta, dang it. I should probably take that. It's just good fixing over Astral Cornucopia, right? That makes sense, I think. But then again, the Cornucopia is another hit for... You know, no. They're both fixing, right? At the end of the day? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Whoa, what a gift. We get a volcanic island here. Hello. Hello, indeed. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Replicating Ring, Cornucopia, Prism, Pentad Prism as well. So that's enough fixing for God Eternals. I don't know if this deck is good, but it might be fun. Blue-green Talisman. That doesn't do it. Maybe a Riddlesmith here or a Slip Out the Back, but I don't think we're playing either of those. I have a feeling I'm going to just get crushed by a bunch of aggro decks, but you got to do what you got to do, and sometimes it's worth it to try some new things, as we do get the clock spinning back. All right, let's check how many cards that's good with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not good enough, probably. Although this does remove counters, too. So you can remove counters from your opponent's stuff. Actually, maybe this is still playable because of the versatility. I could just cut Study Progress here instead. And these are both Phyrexian mana, so we can count them as 3s. Phoenix Wield? Wow. That just seems like a... Oh, and the Parting Thoughts. Oh, man. Like I said, this removal just seems insane to me. Yeah, let's try taking this. Anvil, maybe? Is that good? I guess I can probably just cut the Crane. A lot of these cards seem playable. So many playables. Even that seems like okay, but it's fine. Can I run 16 lands? I have 2 Talismans and 2 Prisms. The Prophetic Prism doesn't actually ramp, though, but I also have 2 3-mana rampers. I could see running 16 lands here. And just throwing in, like, the Enclave Cryptologist would be okay. A couple of the other cards are probably okay as well, but... 17 lands with one of them being Mishra's Factory is also not terrible. I kind of dig this. Let's go like this. Little Grixis or red-blue splash splash. deck. This might be too many mana sources, but we'll give it a shot. And I'm fully prepared to just lose to a bunch of aggro value decks. A bunch of creatures that get counters and whatnot. But sometimes you just gotta let it be. All right, do we need any planes? Probably not. Do we need 2 swamps? Probably not. I don't have any way to find a basic. 2 mountains seems like a little bit too few, though. I get 13 lands, so 8, 10, 13. That would be 3, 4, 5 red sources just in lands. That's probably all right. Eight, 9, 10, 11 blue sources. All right, we can dig this. I mean, I don't think this is as good as my deck yesterday, but I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try to go more control-y. So let's give this one a shot and see if we can get a few wins. Let's go. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Proliferate cube with our non-aggro deck. We're on the play. Hand looks pretty good. Does need to find one more land, but have the Prism as a redraw and Bone Crusher if the opponent's on a more aggressive strategy. The Okiba Reckoner raid turn 1. Okay, let's just play out the Prism and hope to draw a 3rd land. Beautiful. No plays. Pass. Ooh, Knight of the Ebon Legion. Oh, that's probably one I just need to... Yeah, if I don't Bone Crush it now, then if they have another land, they can make it a 2-3 the following turn with a pump and whatnot. I don't know. It just seems better just to kill it now. 4-3. Whenever it attacks or blocks, put a 1/1 counter on it. When it dies, draw a card for you. All right, that's fine. We just run out the Bone Crusher here, or do we hold up Venser? Kind of like just passing. Because the next turn we can go Ring into Bone Crusher, I guess. I don't have an instant or sorcery to flashback with the Scholar, which is pretty awkward, but... You know what we could also do here? We could Venser bounce the Okiba Reckoner raid and then trade with the Dusk Urchins. Maybe that's fine. Let's do that. Stem the bleeding. They are going to get to draw a card. And they do get to reset their raid. But by doing this, we kind of clear the board for our Ral Zarek, which I think makes more sense. I wonder if they're just mono black. I guess they are. Mono black aggro, huh? Oh, they had a Biting Palm Ninja too. Well, this is a good turn for us then. We get to play land, Ral, and just shoot the Biting Palm. Easy. Oh, an Endling. That gains Undying. Kind of annoying, I guess. Let's... I guess lead off with tap. Tap the swamp, untap the island. They'll give it Undying in response or float in response. Cast the Iteration. Let's see. It's pretty good. Put the God Eternals into hand. Cornucopia on the bottom. Play out the land. And then pass priority. Make them give it minute or undying right now, I guess. Oh, they decided to pump it instead. Wow. Well, that was very good for us because now we just get to fire it off. Kill that, mill ourselves, make a 4/4. And we milled ourselves because we have the Scholar, of course. Though we didn't actually hit anything. Repeal doesn't really work here. But we can just flash back the Enter the God Eternals as well with Scholar, so that's probably good enough, I would think. Oh, notably, a Mass is just going to make this an 8/8. I'm not going to get 2 4/4s here. Interesting. Into a Drolf's Messenger. Okay. So let's see. We can... I guess we want a Scholar first to make the 8/8, eh? Yeah. So Scholar... Into the God Eternals. Target the Road Captain. I guess I'll target ourselves still, because there are a lot of black creatures that can come back from the graveyard. And then we attack for 8. And then untap it with Ralzeric. Pretty good, I'd say. So both of these creatures block the messenger favorably, which is nice. Oh man, if they have a parting thoughts of their own, they can like kill the zombie token and draw 8 cards. Ooh, Phyrexian Scriptures is also really good. Them putting a 1/1 counter on their messenger though means that if I kill it now, it doesn't persist or it doesn't undie. So that's a little bit awkward, I guess. Pretty close to dead on board without anything else here. Okay. That's not a good draw. I think we're just supposed to kill this. Put them to 1 and then say go. That leaves them dead to Ralzeric next turn as well. Might as well get all these stinky artifacts online. Not playing the Bone Crusher because it would just die to the Scriptures. So now they need to gain life or get rid of Ralzeric or they die. That's not good enough. Ah, Blood Chief's Thirst. Okay, that's good for us. Oh, okay, we're flooding out. This is what I said. 17 lands might be a problem, but one of the lands is a Mishra's Factory. Man, that would have done some good work here. All right, my graveyard goes bye-bye. Body Launderer, and that can get back, is that the same or less? Equal or lesser, so they could get back like Endling or Biting Palm or something. Ooh, does that win? I could copy the Body Launderer or I could copy their treasure map. Both of those are pretty tempting. What is the wording on this? Then if there are 3 or more landmark counters, remove those counters, transform it, and create 3. I don't remember how transforming works with those creatures, or with these type of cards. They're going to flip their treasure map next turn, though. I think copying the treasure map makes the most sense. No attacks. Because we get to scry twice. One here end of turn, and then one on our upkeep, assuming we don't find something we want. Okay, another creature. I don't remember how many other burn spells I have in my deck, but that's no good. Probably not good enough. Need to find some like card draw. Swords is very good. Okay. And this is only when it dies, not gets exiled, so. Oh, wait, that would give them 4 life, though. Oh, that would give them 3 life, rather. Although I guess, no, we want to do that eventually anyways, and they still have to chump our Dire Fleet. Oh, with their Dire Fleet, rather. If they just brick, the Bone Crusher will kill them too. Alright, I guess they bricked. Wow. I wanted to see what was going to happen, though, if I flipped the treasure map metamorph. That would have been interesting. Okay, so mono black. Explosives could be okay here. Oni Cult could be okay here. A card that just makes a bunch of tokens could be okay here. I don't know if I need to do too much sideboard. I mean, maybe I just need to take out a land, like I was saying. Maybe we play like Cryptologist over land, or Glint Nest over land. That's probably fine. Yeah, over Factory maybe. Something like that. Okay, here we are for game number 2 here. On the draw again with an okay hand. It doesn't have any black sources, but it has turn 2 Talisman into turn 3 Whirler Rogue, which I guess is good enough. Not the best hand, not the worst hand. Ah! Surprise Green. What did they have for that? I don't know. If I was on the play here, I would have tempo played out the Venser, bounced their Quagmire. To no surprise, they named it on black. Okay. And we found a swamp, though, so that's lovely. So we don't need to worry about the Diamond Knight for now. We have a bounce and a way to deal 4 damage, so it's unlikely they're going to be able to get that out of range anytime soon. Kalitas. Yeah, that's a good one. That is one we are definitely going to enter the God Eternal on. And go ahead and smack down Charlie Brown. Ooh, we milled some nice ones for our Scholar of the Lost Trove. Parting Thoughts looks great here. Obviously, we can just do Enter the God Eternals again. Swords could be good. But the more counters that they put on the Diamond Knight, the better that the Parting Thoughts becomes, you know? Oh, Paradox Zone! This card is fantastic. Love this. It's going to make a multiplicative card every turn. Or it's going to go, not multiplicative, what am I looking for? Exponential. Oh, yeah, exponential. First a 2/2, then a 4/4, then an 8/8, then a 16/16, yeah. Every turn it doubles the number of counters and then makes an XX based on those, so really fun one. I could just get super aggro here, though. I almost want to attack with everything. Could metamorph the Whirler Rogue too and just go in for a bunch of unblockable damage. Let's see if I... Actually, no. We have lethal in 2 turns if we go for it like this. Metamorph the Whirler Rogue. Make the zombie unblockable. Make the other Whirler Rogue unblockable. Hit him for 8. And then what I can do next turn is Scholar the Enter the God Eternals to make an 8/8 and make the 8/8 unblockable. So even if they gain a couple life, we'll still have a bunch of unblockables though. What can you do versus such power? Feed the swarm. Okay, that's good on the zombie token. They don't lose any life to do that. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. I could have sworn this gained life, but no, it just gets bigger. My mistake. My mistake there. Ralzeric's pretty good. We have lethal if they don't have a removal spell. Yep, let's go for it. Attack with these. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I forgot I have to tap the talisman, which means I get rid of my red source. Okay, I probably should have used Enter the God Eternals, but I mean, holding up Venser is not a bad thing. Swift End. Okay, that also loses them life, though, so that's fine. Sure. They still need to deal with 2, or rather 4 1/1 flyers here. Also, Ralzeric in my hand is also lethal. Think we got this. All right, nice. Got round 1. And let's get 2 more. Okay, here we are for round 2 of this Proliferate cube. We have lost the die roll on the draw. Super close. 1 more land and I would keep. Or if this was like a Pentad Prism instead of Prismatic or Prophetic, I might consider it. But a little bit too greedy even for me. Okay, well, this one I'm going to go ahead and keep. I don't think going down to 5 is going to do us any favors, and we're on the draw, so we have a couple of chances to find the second land. I'm going to, I think, pitch the Metamorph out of this particular hand. Opponent also mulligan down to 6. Search for tomorrow on suspend. All right. No sweat, draw land. Easy. Okay. And with that, we are feeling a lot more comfortable, let me tell you. Because the second land unlocks effectively the third land in the form of Talisman, which unlocks our Gambit, which, again, presumably finds even more land. So, easy peasy. We're probably playing versus the green-white creature deck. But maybe there are other archetypes in green-white. It's like a hangerback walker. Not Machias the Lunarch. Okay. That's not a huge problem because they're going to have to level that up first before they can put counters on creatures, but well, maybe they have some Proliferate or something. Okay, so just straight green-white it looks like. Search for tomorrow, only getting another forest. Champion of Lambholt. All right, yeah. Creatures with power less than it can't block creatures you control. And then whenever they get another creature on the battlefield, it just gets bigger and bigger. So these bounce spells are going to be super important for us. We really want to get to 5 mana for this, but we need a black source. So I don't think it's a bad idea just to run out the Whirler Rogue. It's possible we won't be able to block next turn, but with 2 different bounce spells in our hand, I'm not the most concerned about that, although there is a chance they kind of just snowball on me, but we'll see. So power less than. So if they put a 1/1 counter on both of these, oh god, they're drawing the Great Henge. No, they bottomed it. Okay. If they put a counter on both of these with Mtgo, I will not be able to block. I'm actually surprised they bottomed the, or binned the Great Henge. That's crazy. It kind of makes sense for them to use Mtgo. Yeah, I like that play. And then smash in for 3 unblockable. So is Swamp our best draw? Maybe. Swamp, kill the Champion of Lambholt looks pretty good. That's probably pretty good as well. Let's go ahead and cast that. Nice. Wow, very good. Okay, so put the Parting Thoughts in hand. Ballista on bottom, and we get to play the Swamp. Play the Swamp out. Target their champion. If it resolves, it dies, and I get to draw 2 cards. Very good. Oh, yeah, baby. And we're going to play defensive here. We have so much action in our hand. We just don't want to get run over by the opponent's random creatures, you know? Talisman's good. We can blow that up as well if they have any blue cards. Into a, what is this? A Rampant Rejuvenator. 2/2 for 4. When it dies, search your library for up to X. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy to block here with all. Actually, no, I'm not. What am I talking about? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I guess I can just chump. Let's just chump there. We have so much action in our hand and no need to get greedy. Okay, I'm probably going to want to hold up bounce at least for this turn. So let's go Talisman into pop the artifact into just pass. Well, I guess we can prop... Actually, no. This is a good turn to play out the Fable. Never mind. Let's get that online ASAP. They're going to put a counter on the Mtgo, so I don't care about that. All right, that's the last card in their hand. That's kind of annoying. Shoot. Okay. So they get to make a 3/3. Yeah, pump and attack is good. I mean, the Mtgo is giving me the business. No doubt about that. Let's block here. Oh man, this is a 6/5 now. That's right. Block here takes 7. I guess I should chump. Oh man, maybe I have played a little bit too loosely, not bouncing. let's discard the land and the gambit. Good. Let's see. 1, 2. God Eternals. Kill the 4/4. Do I want to mill them or myself now? I think I'm actually just going to mill them. Land. Oh, Triumph of the Hordes. Judge. Okay, pass. This gets untapped lands. Search life for X space of X. Okay. Courage in Crisis. I guess we go for Appeal. And if they want to deny me a card, they can sack the Mikaeus to put counters on. But I guess, yeah, that they don't want to do that. They want to be able to recast their Mikaeus. Which means they don't get to attack with the Rejuvenator. So I take 6, but that's not a big deal. Oh, if they want to attack with Rejuvenator and then play a larger Mikaeus, I'm also fine with that. Oh, they're not even going to play it out in the first place. Ooh, clock spinning is kind of funny. I get to remove counters from their creatures now. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. So let's attack for 4. I think. Because they're just going to play a huge Mikaeus, and then I can bounce the adversary. We get Reflection of Kiki-Jiki active next turn, although we don't have a great creature to utilize with it. Actually, you know what? They can only kick it once currently. Yeah, we need to start attacking. That's fine. Tap. Untap. And man, if we can Reflection with the Ralzeric on some valuable creatures, we can do some crazy stuff. Alright, so they're going to play a 5/5 Mikaeus. Don't care. They're not even going to do anything, huh? Okay, well, you can just bounce the Mikaeus end of turn then. And let's see. Clock spin, clock spin. Shoot for 3. I could. Could also just put him on a very fast clock. It says flash though, so I don't need to play that out main phase. But I guess main phase makes sense because then we get to activate, tap, untap, smack, smack. I think this is good. Oh, shoot. You know what? I could have ultimated Ralzeric. I didn't even notice that. Maybe that was better. Oh, well. Well, too late now. Yeah, I could have ulted Ralzeric. Interesting. Forgot I could just click clock spinning twice. Though I'm not even guaranteed to win any flips, it would have just been a funny play. Okay, Mtgo's for 3. So what can they do for 5 mana then, I wonder? They're going face. Oh boy, is there a way I could lose this here? Okay, I'm not going to block. If they can add a bunch of damage, I die. Walking Ballista doesn't kill me. Okay. So let's clock spin our Ralzeric. Is there maybe a punch effect they can kill Ralzeric with in response? Oh, they're just fighting my... Okay, I don't care about that. If I'm about to take infinite turns, it doesn't really matter, huh? Yeah, so... Clock spin. Add counter. Flip a bunch of coins. Wow, I only won 1 flip. Oh my god. Are you kidding? I only take 1 extra turn? Oh my gosh, that's very unlucky. Okay then. Let's... I guess attack for 4? Well, that was unfortunate. So, how do we want to clock spin now? Remove a counter on Mtgo maybe? Or actually, the Mtgo is not a problem because we can chump it. I guess we want to remove a counter on the adversary and just shrink it. This doesn't matter to make a token, but why not? We're taking an extra turn anyways. Not doing anything with the mana. Hey, that's good. There we go. There we go, there we go. And they have no cards in their hand? Yeah. So I guess let's just develop out our cards. I think we need to swords the... Tap that. Untap that. We need to swords the Trampler here. I think we're just going to do that main phase, right? Yeah, let's just do that main phase so they can't draw something. Because since Mtgo doesn't trample, we don't really care about it. Weird game. So if they attack, I can just make a copy of Shieldbreaker and chump with that. As long as they don't randomly give it... Oh, I forgot to... Oh. Okay, I passed through priority too quickly. I was supposed to... Yeah, messed up. Okay, well, I chumped with my actual creature instead of making a token because I'm bad. But that's okay. Let's see, if I add 1 counter, it's going to go to 3, then 4, then 5. So yeah, let's just remove counters on their Mtgo. Bad play, bad play. Hey! Well, that's pretty damn good. See, they have no cards in their hand, so I can clock spin, add a counter, clock spin, remove a counter. Dude, this clock spinning has actually been really freaking good, huh? Hopefully they don't draw some random haste creature. Yow! Okay. That's fine. So, float, tap, untap. Venser, bounce, might as well, doesn't matter. Smash for 6. Hold up the clock spinning and the cycling. I'm not going to say I played this game very well. I didn't, but... Oh, are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Well, they don't have a land. Oh no. That is super awkward. For oh my gosh, I die to them drawing a land now. I can put them to 1 here. Well, I totally deserve to lose this if I... Oh, did I miss lethal? I could have clock spun on my army token and hit him to 3 and then killed him with... Wow, I played this game very poorly. So we actually need them to draw a land. How crazy is that? Or sorry, a spell. How crazy is that? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Well, I deserve this if I lose. I will say that. Yeah, that's not good enough. Jeez. 4, 5. I mean, I guess we play this. Does it even matter if I shoot 4? I can block 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove a counter, remove a counter. No, we're still... Yeah, if they draw a land, they win. That's crazy. What a terrible play by me. Well, I'm sure I deserve it. Does it even matter if I attack? I guess those are just blocking anyways, but then no, this is fine. Yeah, they just win if they draw land. Alright, don't draw land, because I lose if you do. They didn't slam it. Okay. Nothing? Just play out their big flyer, I guess? Holy smokes, I do not deserve to still be playing this game. Oh my god, so many. Okay, we're going to... go for the ultimate on Ral Zarek again. And yeah. Hope I can stop making mistakes. Add counter. Ultimate. Lost. 1. Lost. 1. Lost. So I take 2 extra turns here. 2. Actually, is it better to actually put counters on this? Then when it has 8 or more, yeah. And they don't enter tapped, right? Right, okay, so it's better now to put it on the replicating ring. So this is going to be my first of 2 turns. Holy smokes. Add counter. Oh, this only happens at the beginning of upkeep. Okay, so now we clock spin Ral, add counter, clock spin Ral, add counter, use the ability, tap, untap. Yeah. So this only triggers when the upkeep trigger happens. So now we're going to make a bunch of replicating rings. All right, infinite turns. Oh, and now Bone Crusher. Okay, that's good enough too. Bone Crush. Ral Zarek. Okay. Huh. Did not deserve to win that, but I did. Played a little bit loose, but we essentially went infinite with Ral Zarek and clock spinning in the end. Explosives looks good for this opponent. And yeah, we can take out a land and go to 16. Oh, that was super messy, but I'm glad I pulled that out. Let's go to the next game. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, we are for game 2 after that, well, I'm not going to say well-played game, because that was not a well-played game 1, but here we are. Pretty good-looking opening hand. Is there any world where I activate Factory turn 2? I don't think so, but I guess I probably should have still led on it. Ah, there's Mtgo again, sure. They're not attacking with Mtgo anyways, they'll just be adding a counter to it. Okay, Jade Light Ranger, that's fine. Revealing their Avenger, and then a land. Okay. Do we want to brazen the Mtgo end of turn? I think I'd rather just bounce their Jade Light Ranger end of turn, honestly. And that's going to stop some of the bleeding. Now we play our Cornucopia, and that's give us 4 mana next turn, but more importantly a red source. Talisman into Jade Light again, I guess. Description of Abundance. And they kept it both times, that's fine. Oh, they're attacking for 2. Surprise. What is our play? I guess we Fable so we can start rummaging next turn. We kind of want them to use the Inscription of Abundance on my Shaman token here so that I can get the Kiki Jiki online with Whirler Rogue for just like infinite blockers, you know? Oh, they have an owl. Actually, no, that's really good for us. We can metamorph that. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we can discard 2 lands here. Try to find some more action. Hey, that's really good too. Okay, so let's metamorph their owl. And then swords theirs. and say go. I can't attack, otherwise they can block with Mtgo and turn it into a 3/3. What does this do when this dies again? Look at the top 7, put any number of non-land, put 2 on. Okay, so yeah, we'll get to look for something. So they have inscription plus 2 unknown cards in their hand. I imagine they're holding the inscription for the Kiki Jiki, but we'll see what they want to do here. I can Gambit Proliferate on my Cornucopia too for, oh wow, did not expect them to fight. This is actually pretty good. A free 4/3 plus explosives for 0. If they get some more token producers online is really nice. So we can go like this. We can Gambit for 2 life. Draw 2 cards, Proliferate on our Cornucopia. And then the Cornucopia can add 2, and we go Whirler Rogue. Then with the Whirler Rogue, we can make the Shaman unblockable. And then attack for 6, make a treasure. And the treasures can make my other creatures unblockable too. But I don't mind if they trade their Mtgo for my Bone Crusher anymore. This is firmly in our control. What a beating. Whew, what an absolute beating. And then Scholar can cast the Metamorph from our graveyard too, you know? Oh yeah, Scholar, Metamorph. Metamorph the Scholar. Scholar number 2, the Gambit. We are what the kids call doing it. Oh, this looks like another big X spell of some sort. Steelbane Hydra. They can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Ah, okay. Oh, geez, we have... Oh, this game's over. We have the Kiki Jiki with the Scholar. Yikes. Oh, this is absolutely over. Scholar, Metamorph. Yeah, this is disgusting. Metamorph, Scholar, Scholar, Gambit. Gambit, put a counter and draw 2 cards. Then Reflection, Scholar. Scholar, Swords. Swords, Hydra. I'd say it's probably safe for them to scoop. Wow, what a freaking insane turn. I'm glad we took the Scholar in the draft and didn't draft some stupid aggro stuff, because that would not have been as fun as this. I mean, I've been making a ton of mistakes, but sometimes powerful cards do powerful things. Hey, GG's. And then, yeah, let's see, we attack. This. 1 artifact, 2 artifacts, yes. And then we can Whirler Rogue, the Bone Crusher, Whirler Rogue, the Goblin. And it's all unblockable for them. All right, let's go. Got me. Got me with the Pollen Bright. And the last card in their hand. Ah, draw 2. It's pretty good. Oh, what they could have done is, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered really, is put a 1/1, like in response to the trigger, put a counter on all their creatures, and they would have drawn an extra card. All right, 2-0. Let's go. Let's go 3-0. And in for the third and final round of this Proliferate Cube. On the play with a nice looking hand. Turn 1 Triome, turn 2 Island Talisman, turn 3 Prophet. Doesn't matter. Go from there. Mountain. Uh-oh. They're going to beat me down super quickly? Yeah, all right. Some kind of red aggro deck. Red aggro artifacts, apparently. Well, let's try to keep up with them, I guess. So we're going to need to find a black source for Enter the God Eternals. That's going to be important. They have to have another creature they can play here, otherwise running out the Ornithopter made no sense. Yeah, jeez. Well, that is a problem. I guess we play Talisman into Iteration and then take 7 next turn. Hand, bottom, play. Okay. That is a turn 2 Ensoul artifact on an Ornithopter. So I go down to 6 at best. Oi, oi, oi. That's fun. Yeah, I need to draw like... actually, Repeal. Repeal's the #1 draw. Because I can repeal the Ornithopter and kill the Etching with the Enter the God Eternals. Ravager. That is not what we were looking for. Yeah, kill that. Mill myself, I guess. Milled Ral Zarek, 2... Oh, Shield Breaker milled, too. That kind of sucks. Well, still just on a 2-turn clock here. So we're going to have to Gambit next turn into Prey. Always a solid strategy. This is Metamorph? Some kind of Proliferate card. Gambit. Okay, that's not as bad. I guess Metamorph wouldn't have been that good anyway. So hit me for 5. I go to 5. There's the repeal. Perfect. Okay. So instead, I think I actually then get the Fable online instead, just for another creature and pass here. I'm always going to die to like a Shrapnel Blast or anything, so if they have that, there's not much I can do about it. Pre-combat, that's not a good sign. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it doesn't matter. There's no point repealing in response. It doesn't do anything. Jeez. Oh, that... They can go for lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I can clock spin to remove a counter. Oh, interesting. They're attacking with their Ravager instead. Okay, well, let's block. They're going to pass priority because they don't need to do anything here. The question is, do they want to sack their Ornithopter or let this resolve? Oh, shoot, I forgot to block this 1/1. Whoops. Made a mistake there. This was a free roll block. Yeah, whoopsies. So I'm taking 1 extra damage unnecessarily because I forgot to block that. Dang it. Now we have to remove a counter from that. So I should be going to 2 here instead of going to 1. Kind of awkward. Yeah, so I should be at 2 right now. I don't know how much that would have mattered in the end, but we'll find out. Let's discard both of these, I think. Fencer. Perfect. Okay. Can I afford to attack? No. I cannot. Oh, man. I don't think I was supposed to keep the Gambit. But if I had kept the Gambit, I could actually proliferate on my Fable and have flipped my Fable a turn sooner. The reason I couldn't attack is because they could have animated Crawling Barons and had 3 lethal creatures, you know? Oh, well, that'll kill us too. Alright, didn't matter. Didn't make the right play, but didn't ultimately end up mattering, it looks like. They have a pretty nice looking super aggro blue-red deck. So Explosives comes in. Probably need to cut my 7-drop. 1/3 Flyer comes in, and we'll cut a land. Bring in the Thopterist. Maybe Clock Spinning's a little bit too dirtily versus them. Could splash the Seal of Cleansing too, but we don't have that many white sources. I guess it's probably better than maybe card draw. Yeah, this looks fine. We actually have a lot of good interaction for them. If we can just draw it timely, then maybe we can do some stuff. Okay, on to game 2 of the final round after getting thrashed on. I'm going to keep this on the play. We have good fixing, good ramp, and 1 good removal spell for one of their pesky artifacts. So, obviously this needs to find some action, but I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. I don't know what our best possible draw is, but hoping we draw it. Turn 1 Chronometon, that's fine. I did not want to draw a land there, I will say that. Land is literally the worst possible. The nice thing about that is they have to keep investing mana into that, and it doesn't actually attack until later. But if they have a 2-drop, they would attack. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Alright, well, that might have just ended the game. Realistically, drawing land to start after keeping this hand is not what we needed to do. We need to find some of our card advantage engines, which I don't think we have that many in this deck. I'm going to go ahead and take a hit for 2 and see what they do afterwards. I think we're supposed to save the seal for a little bit. That's fine. Chief of the Foundry. We will probably end up killing that, would be my guess. Okay, deck, give me something good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, I think we're going to Ral here. Shoot the chief. Say go. I don't expect Ralzarek to live through this turn, but if it does, that would be great. We're certainly going to go for it anyways. Maybe they just have a burn spell, but we don't mind that if that's the case. Oh, Lodestone Golem? Wow, we drew a nice one, though. Holy smokies, what a draw. Okay, and all of a sudden things aren't looking so bad. We milled a Parting Thoughts and a Glintness Crane, but... Oh, did they just scoop? Wow, they scooped, okay. Turns out that was good enough for them, so... Hey, that's good enough for me then. Was not thrilled about our opening couple of draw steps, but... Looks like we had just enough to make them say no thank you. Okay. Let's resubmit it and, yeah, go to game 3 here of the finals. We're playing against Red-Blue Super Artifact Aggro with our Dirtly Artifact. I mean, maybe we have too many mana sources here still, but let's do it, baby. And on to game number 3. Our hand looks much better this time around. We have a nice 1/3 flying blocker for the early game, a little bit of bouncy pounce, a little bit of ramp, and a little bit of copy nonsense. So this feels like a good hand. Now we really want them to have their Ensoul Artifact again so we can Brazen Borrower it. Turn 1, Ginger Brute. Okay. The beats start. The beats start fast. Do they have the Ensoul for it? Please no. That used to be a standard deck, I'm pretty sure. Ginger Brutes, Ornithopters, and Soul Artifacts. Moon Snare Prototype. I am okay with that one. I'll allow it. No attack. So they have a 2-mana play they want. Ah, Mask of Immo. Okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and play out our Crane this turn. Hey, we hit. We lost some goodies, but it did in fact draw a card, which you don't always see that happen on Glintness Crane, especially when we had 3 of our artifacts already in hand. So next turn I'm probably going to go Talisman into Prism unless they do something that warrants me. Or that I need to be a little bit more defensive about. I mean, we could go like Talisman, hold up Brazen Borrower too. Professional Facebreaker. Oh, that's very good. Shoot, the Facebreaker is actually going to kind of wreck us. With Ginger Brute active. Huh. Yeah, wow. I think I actually need to just, and this sucks, play Pentad Prism and then kill their Facebreaker immediately. Because if I don't do that, they can start sacking treasures and effectively drawing extra cards. And right now they only have 1 card left in their hand, so if I kill the Facebreaker, they don't have much going on. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't even want them to draw 1 card with that, you know? Okay, that's a good Metamorph target. Is that the play I need to make here, though? Could go Talisman into Metamorph and pay 2 life, but I I think every point of life versus this opponent is a little bit too important. So by copying their P and Kirin, I'm kind of forcing them to use their P and Kirin to kill my Metamorph next turn. Otherwise, I get to pick stuff off of theirs, you know? And right now, we're not taking too much damage. The Brood is annoying, but it's only poking in for 1. So this is like, hit me for 1 and then kill my P and Kirin with their P and Kirin. What did they do? Oh, they sacked the token to kill one of my Thopters. That's fine. Again, I have to imagine they're using P and Kirin here. If they don't, that's really weird. Especially since I have that Pentad Prism that I can just sack for free in essence. Well, they were thinking about doing something else, but I think they probably came to the realization that they just need to sack something and kill mine. And that's exactly what they did. All right, they sacked the Mask of Immolation. Killed my Metamorph. Hopefully they just give Ginger Brute. Yep, good, unblockable. All right, and so that was like a free turn for us. That was really good. And we get to now go Cornucopia into Talisman, into Prism, draw a card. Okay, I do need to find some action here. Once again, in a position where if I don't find some action, we are going to be in a very, very bad spot. Iron Bully on the Brute. All right, so I'm going to take 2 now. Oh, no, they have something to do for 2 mana. Wow. Ravager's really problematic. I wonder if they... Oh, they're not even going to attack. Okay. Yikes. Yep, here comes the flood. Let's see. Do I have a card that says, like, looting? I do, right? The Fable. So maybe we want to hold on to 1 land here. We're going to need them to, like, go all in on their Ginger Brute with the Ravager, and then I get to Brazen Borrower it. I guess that's our hope. Man, I even cut a land, too. But, again, like I said, this deck has way too many mana sources. I mean, look at the mana sources I've drawn this game. 6 lands and 4 artifacts that produce mana. Oh, they're going to use their P and Kirin here, too. So kill my Thopter, I guess. Oh, maybe they're going to shoot 2 things and kill my Crane. No, they're going to kill the Thopter. All right. Okay. Let's force the action on the Ravager. 2, 4, 6, 7 damage incoming. Ravager really hoses my... Oh, they're just going to sack 1 thing? Okay, that's fine. Alright, come on, big spell off the top. Please, please, please. Wow, is that good? No. No, it's not. They have a 0, 1, 2, 3, and a 4. This is actually terrible. And if I do it on 2, I blow up all of my things? Oh my gosh. What a complete troll this is. So I guess I do this for 1 here. To blow up the ginger brute. That's too good. That's way too good. They actually have 5 creatures and they're all different mana costs. That's insane. That's really unlucky. And they have Crawling Barrens active too, so they might just animate the Crawling Barrens. Yeah. Totally makes sense. I wonder if I should have just... No, I guess blocking the Ravager last turn effectively blocked a token. Alright, cards we need to draw. Scholar of the Lost Trove would be insane. Enter the God Eternals would be fine. Ooh, Expressive Iteration would be nuts. Okay, so let's... go ahead and pop the explosives. They'll go ahead and sack their Ginger Brute to Ravager in response. Oh, I guess they could shoot it with P and Kieran. Oh, I didn't think about that. No, they didn't though. Okay. Then we're gonna block the token here. And they're either gonna shoot my face or they're gonna shoot the Ravager. No, they didn't. Oh, do I just lose? Oh, I just lose. Wait, no, I don't. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, so I can brazen now the Ravager. And I'm not just straight up dead. Because I can put the 4 counters on the Iron Bully. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. I'm going to take 7. But they only have 1 artifact to sack with P and Kieran now. So my best draw, I guess, is going to be Enter the God Eternals to kill the P and Kieran, gain 4. Yeah. Okay. Come on, spell. Ah. All right. Yeah, too many mana sources drawn that game. That's too bad. Thought our deck was cool, but their uber aggro red-blue deck kind of just crushed us. Oh my gosh, we were... What the heck? We were extremely flooding out. A lot of good... Oh man, we had so many good draws in our deck too. But good beats. That's the way it goes sometimes. Hopefully you enjoyed this look at another Proliferate cube. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for some more drafting. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you back later. Peace out.